Hi, everybody. I'm John Steigenberger, and I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm 64 years old, and I currently live in Sebring, Florida, retired. I was training for a 5K race today, and I pulled my muscles, so I thought I'd take it easy for a couple of minutes and see if it doesn't come back a little bit. But I had a memory pop into my head that I wanted to share with you, and it occurred many years ago, probably 8 or 10 years ago, when I was camping with my son. Now, we have been camping dozens of times before this. We love the outdoors. And this particular time, we thought it'd be a little bit different. We'd share the workload a little bit more because, camping is tough, especially on the dad. But this time we had mountain bikes, and we made an agreement that just as soon as we put the car in park, we went into survivor mode. Yep. We pretended it was a plane crash, and just as soon as we shut off the car, we loaded up our backpacks, loaded up our bicycles with everything we could carry, including water, and water's heavy. And we had some objectives that we had to perform while we were out there camping. One of them was to build a shelter. So we would take some of these Florida scrubs, like right behind me, and we bend over the saplings, and we took palm fronds and covered it up real good, made us a little den, gathered up pine needles, made a little bedding on the bottom. Now, we knew we weren't going to stay in the shelter. We brought the tent. We were going to stay in the tent. But we did it. We proved to ourselves that we could build a shelter if we had to. Another thing we had to do was produce our own water. And we did that by stretching a plastic tarp on the ground. We staked it off, and we put a pebble in the center of this plastic tarp. And in the morning, the condensation and the dew accumulated underneath the tarp. And we placed a little cup like right underneath the stone, and the water dripped in there, and we was good to go. We produced water. Now, mind you, it was only half an ounce, but we proved to ourselves that we could do it. Another thing we had to do was take that flint, that infamous flint, and build a fire, which we were successful at, but it took us quite a learning curve to do it. One of the best parts of that trip was we had to go fishing. We brought a string, just a string, and a hook, and I think we used bubble gum for bait, and we found a little dam in the middle of the Ocala forest, and we were fishing off the top of this dam. Now, we saw fish. It was doable. Well, we just couldn't catch it there, and we didn't want to spend hours and hours to do that. So we gave up, got back up on our bikes, and as we were turning the corner, we were like 500 feet away from this dam. As we were turning the corner, what did we see in the middle of the forest? That's right, a Circle K. So we scrounged up all the money that we had. I think it was like $2 between the both of us. Went inside, had Doritos, went back to camp, and enjoyed the rest of our weekend. That's just one of dozens of stories that I've got since Survivor Season 1 that would illustrate how I live my life, the challenges I'm willing to put myself through to experience my 100%. I think it'd be a perfect fit for Survivor. Don't you?